3, 2, 1. Yes! And we're in again. Ayan. I hope I'm in. I'm loud and clear. Ayan. We're actually like hanging out on Twitch earlier because, okay, what happened? Tatlo, dalawa, isa. What happened to this stream? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Okay, I got kicked out. Is that the deal? Okay, let's just do this for one so I can see your chat, guys. Hold on. I'm trying. Trying my best. I'm trying my best. Ayan, and of course, thank you for following on. Yes, we're back and we're live on YouTube, on StreamYard, and of course on Twitch. We are continuing live. We just actually just hang out on Twitch for a little bit. Thank you, Dykes, for that, and also the Ludlud. And okay, it's really doing that, huh? Ayan, let's see. Hold on. I don't know what happened with my Streamlabs. It's not working properly. But let's just close that one. Let's just do this. Ayun, and let's see who are here. And of course, the Grace V Vlog, who is now also live on Twitch. And please follow him. And let's see if I can drop the Hagdinin. Ayan. Be very, very decent, guys. Yes? If you're not decent, I'm gonna get mad. Ayan. And Natty Nerd is in the house. How you doing, Natty Nerd? Ayan. Mini Kuya Steven can comment on the first, but she is live. Ooh, okay. And Shirley Shuple. Is Shuple Mini Kuya Steven? Is Shuple here? Ayan. I didn't see. Ayan. Sup, bits? Ayan. Is it the same? Is it the Shuple? Ayan. All good, my brother. You, diba? Going through hell, but still going. And damn, hopefully nothing too serious. A good live stream will recharge some good vibes. Yes, guys, please do give some good vibes on Mini Kuya Steven. I'm just gonna call you Steve or Steven. Which one do you prefer, Steve or Steven? Ayan. Stolen phone, lost accounts, fraudulent charges, bit of a nightmare. Yeah, getting my mind off for a bit will help. Exactly. Huling. Oh my God. I don't want to curse right now. We're still on 3 minutes. Whoever took it is a pro. After this is over, I'll appreciate the battle. Right now, they are just pissing me off with a laugh. Oh, I like that, with a laugh. Oh, diba? Welcome back, host. Thank you for being here as well. And also, I do see you, William. I am mega love shout out. And let's see. Can I give you? Okay. And William is here as well. I do see you, William. Hold on. How you doing? Is it morning over there? I'm tired. Did you just work out your legs today, Natty Nerd? I can't comment on the first, but she is live. ICEE, are you feeling all right? You're early for one. Oh my God. Yes, I am. Hi, Ayun Learnings. You're gonna have a chance to do it today. Ayan, I don't know if Nightbot already dropped it. And if I say words that come off as mean, then normal or short with other, it's been a rough last 24 hours. So, and yes, guys. Okay, let's start this with this. Ayan. Hindi binaba ni Nightbot. Ayan, ito na nga lang. Ayan. Ganon. Roan, English ha. Huwag mo kong pahirapan, Roan ha. English dito. Practice mo yung English mo dyan. Ayan. I see why you don't wanna curse. Fucking because sometimes you have to have like at least 10 minutes or something minutes to be safe, so you don't get flagged or anything of that sort, We have to take care of our own stuff, And LV, ayan, guys, I'm not gonna like tell you one by one, but if you are decent, if you're decent, come up and talk to me. Ganon. Ayan, let's see. Who is this? Ay, Roan, sasayaw ka Roan ha. Wait lang, ayusin ko to. Wait lang. Diyan ka lang Roan ha. Ayusin natin to. Please welcome guys. My first, how do you call that? My first panel for the night. Ayan, ang nag-iisang. O, diba? Let's see. Ay, mali pa tuloy talaga. Roan, buksan mo na lang yan ha. Buksan mo yung camera mo ha. Ayan, pakita ka dyan. Ayan. Please welcome. Ayan. Roan Karingal. O, diba? Ayan.
Shouty. Sobrang
Ah,
nakakay.
ayan, magtiis ka Roan. Roan in English. Introduce yourself.
Alay, hindi ko Hi, I'm Roan.
O, ayusin mo yan.
I'm
Ayusin mo. Ayan. Guys, on Twitch, ayan. So, on YouTube, we have StreamYard going on YouTube. So, basically, ayan, it's Roan. The
I'm
one that
Roan.
you're doing right
I'm
now.
I'm 18 years old and I'm BF. Wow, grabe. Oy.
Ayan, o sige. Manahimik ka muna, Roan. Basahin natin sila sa baba. Ayan, ikaw magbasa.
She pretty. Pretty daw. Kamusta
Again.
ko, host? Okay naman po? Yes.
Ayan.
Again, me is ano yun, no?
Tired. Ganon.
Tired pala. Welcome to the planet? Planet ba o ano? Don't be nervous.
No. Yes. Again.
Hello, Roan. Hello po.
Another one. From Miss
Hello,
Wish.
pretty girl. Hi.
Another pretty girl. Ay, ayan. Paano mo babasahin yan, Roan?
Nahiya siya. Parang parang
And also we have on Twitch, Alo Medito. Ayan. Say hi to Alo Medito.
hello po. Hi.
Yeah, so he's on Twitch. Ayan, YouTube is so much clear and smooth, but I can't chat in YouTube. Oh, okay. Gotcha. And also, John from Scott, thank you. Hello, panel person. Did you get the link, guys? Ayan, I'll put down, yeah, most of the time. Ayun. And let's see, ano pa ba dyan? I'm 98. Is there a possibility for love, Roan? Ayan. And JJ walks into the sunset puts. Ayun. And, diba? Thank you. Let's see. I think I missed a lot of messages on top. Okay, are we on 10 minutes? I'm gonna curse after 10 minutes. Ayan, I'm official! Yes, Mimi, Kuya, Steven. But from time to time, I clean the mods out. So don't take it personal, guys. As I've said earlier before our panel starts, this is a place where you can agree to disagree. You know, things that you would say on stream is up for you. But if someone reacted on it harshly or some stuff like that, I hope you understand that we shouldn't take things too personal. These are just opinions. We just share stories, and it's just up for us if you want to apply that for yourself or not. Ganon. Katulad ng sabi ko, ano yung sabi ko, Roan?
Grabe na, oy.
Hoy, in fairness, ang ganda mo, Roan. Oh, girl. O, sige. Ikaw muna ulit dyan. Ano
Kakaya naman dyan, oy.
Ayan. But Roan, for some people who doesn't know you still, taga saan ka nga, Roan? Where you,
Saga.
English ah? Ayan.
I'm
I live,
I'm Milan, Italy.
ah? Ang shala niyan, guys. Mashala itong batang to. She lives in Milan, Italy. O, diba? Ikaw na shala. Sana all. Diba?
Grabe
Let's see.
naman, may
Ayan.
nabasa ko na
98.
comment, ate.
Oo. O, ikaw. Oo, ikaw magbasa. Ayan. Question. We have question. Rowan, do you believe age doesn't matter?
Ano ba sabihin yun? Uy,
Ibig
paano?
sabihin nun, naniniwala ka ba na ang edad ay hindi naaayat, naayon sa mukha? Charot. Hindi. Hindi. Naniniwala ka ba na wala sa edad-edad yan?
Ano,
In
mm,
English.
I am, um, naku po, paano yung i-Englishin ko? Oh my God.
Hindi, sige, Tagalog, Roan. I'll translate for her, guys. I'm just, like, this is how we kind of like banter, I'm not
Pero,
super Roan, but I've known him for years now, so it's kind of like this. So don't
pero,
get sensitive if I banter around her. She gets me. She gets my attitude.
pero ate, pwede naman ako mang-English. Napupunta ko sa school. Kaso, di pa,
Ah,
English talaga
dapat
ako.
kaya practice. Let's practice, Roan. Okay. Para sa'yo, in English, ayusin mo, Roan, ha? Mapahiya tayo dito, ha? Smile. Smile? Yes, there you go. Hindi ka sabay ganun. Hindi. Ganito, Roan. So, naniniwala ka ba na wala sa edad yan in English?
Parang, for me, no?
Oh, why? Di ba? Akala mo,
Why? Why
ah.
talaga? Why? Mag-enjoy ka lang.
Good, good.
Enjoy your feeling. Yeah. Wow. English pa more.
Ayan. So they're already thinking, don't tell Baz. Ayan, another from, I think it's France. Oh, another one. We have another one in the
Wait lang, may
house. Let's
sinabi
see.
ikaw ang extra, sabi
Ano
no, pero
sabi?
may nagsabi na Italian sa akin eh. Nasaan yun?
Surrounded by Italian pizza and pasta. Ganun daw. And let's see, this is from Mini Kuya Steven. Don't worry, I disagree with Manny, but I'm still respectful. I do speak somewhat directly, though. I think it's up to both parties to not be easily offended. Exactly. And welcome, Mini Kuya Steven. Ayan, in ICEE Fit. That's what we do here.
Ito, ipin mo din yung yung sinabi niya ni Pinoy. May sinabi siya.
Diba? Gustong-gusto. Guys, she likes the spotlight, guys. So please do follow her. But before that, and before we put on spotlight on Rowan, please welcome my second panel in the house. Please welcome Bruce. Oh, la Bruce. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys? What's going on?
There you go. Rowan, please meet Bruce. Bruce, Rowan, and the whole community.
Hi, Bruce.
Hi.
Smoke games. Before we talk and more talk about this, ayan, for not single people out there and for not, ayan, please close your eyes. Bruce, close your eyes. Ayan.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Smoke games. And this is for you, Smoking. Ayan. At tayo dyan, ikaw muna dyan.
Grabe. Uy.
Pabalik na ako doon. Ayan. O, diba? Ayan. Bruce, ayan. How you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
Good. So, can you put your mic or like your kind of like your phone sideway? We'll
Put
probably
it
can hear you
sideways.
better.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Ate,
Is
hindi
that
ko
better?
makita.
Is that better?
Bruce.
Oo, naka-audio lang siya eh.
Let's
Hold
see.
on. Let me,
Ah,
oh,
yun pala.
diba? Kita na. O, gusto mo
Oh, yeah.
ganyan doon. Mhm.
Wag, eh. Sobrang lapit, oy. Hindi ako naka, hindi ako naka gaming church. Yung parehas tayo.
Ayan. Shake it. Ayun. Bruce just fell off his chair after that. I am from JQ. Diba? I forgot to look away. Don't tell my wife. Shake it. Puts opened his eyes. Alalagot. Ayan. So maybe next time. Thank you, Natty Nerd. Yes, we'll definitely see you next time. Ganon. And welcome, Bruce. Bruce is in the house. Ayan, everybody's welcoming you. And
Yes.
learnings, I'm
Hello.
just teasing. I love your name. Yes, learnings. Where are you at, learnings? Yes, you can come up now. Yes, I do have
Can you hear me now?
Instagram. I do have social media. Can you hear her? Can you hear him, Roan?
Ano?
Narinig mo?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Renee. Yes.
Ayan. Okay, good.
Renee.
Great.
Good talaga, ah.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Ayan.
Good.
Ano na naman? So guys, crap, Steven, Boots, screenshots. How much is the secret worth to you? Oh, diba?
Pwede kayong,
I tell you what,
ate,
lagot tayo
mas
kay Manny.
maganda. Ate, mas maganda. May tanong para sa akin. Kasi
Diba guys? See, I told you guys. Roan, one of the panel, ayan, she really likes the spotlight. So, she's ask her a question. Diba?
Yes. I like,
That's what you just really said. I just translate that word pervert.
wow. I like, wait lang, try ko ah. I like ask question for me. Wow! Shit.
Oh, galing. No, the thing is, I like this, guys, because, as you all know, sometimes, like in the Philippines, and it's not just that, like, Bruce, can you agree with this? Because you're from America, right? It doesn't mean that you are native in English. It means that a person who's native in English can actually express themselves better. Does that make sense? Does my question make
I mean,
sense?
yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah. But I think anybody. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's English. I just think anybody can express themselves, rather if it's English, rather if it's you know, somebody from a different country. They can express themselves.
Yes, and I think it's not just about that. When it comes to like expressing yourself, it doesn't have to be, in English or in Tagalog, even if it's in your native language. If you didn't practice how to express yourself in a way that what you want to say would come across to that person, because not everyone can read our minds. You basically God is Nakaruru. Welcome. How you doing? Really? How
Hi, Jong.
bizarre.
Hi, Jong Queen.
Yes.
Ayaw nga pala, ate,
John,
ate, may binaba pala ako na upcoming live pala.
yes. Ibaba mo ulit. Daliitin natin.
Mhm.
Everybody understands a middle finger in the air or a thumbs up expressive
Bababa ko ulit.
international language.
Bababa ko
Sige,
ulit
sige.
yung aking ano ah.
And a smokums from Scott. Ayan, Scott, thank you. Wishy, I hope you're watching and I hope you're feeling better. Ayan. How young are you, Roanne? Oh, English, Roanne.
Wait
Okay,
lang, wait
so I
lang,
got
wait
a
lang.
couple of questions for you. I
Ano
got a
to yun?
couple of questions for you.
Okay, wait,
How
Roanne.
are you?
Okay, go ahead.
So I got a couple of questions for you. So okay, so where are you from?
Where are you from daw,
Um,
Roanne?
I'm from in Milan, Italy.
Okay, you're from Italy. Okay, Italy. Okay, so what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is pizza and
Pizza,
pasta.
pizza, and pasta. Pizza,
Yes.
pizza and pasta. Okay, because it's you're in Italy, and it's big time pizza pasta. Okay. How old are you?
How do you? Ate, ano yun? How do you?
Ilang taong ka na raw?
Okay. I'm 18 years old. So,
Okay. Okay. Do you go to school?
and yes,
University?
College?
mm, college.
College. Okay, cool.
No, pero high school and college.
So I think she's doing both
Oh, she's doing
because,
Yeah.
both. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay, cool.
before that, I have to pause that. I had Joshi Kyle Edip official, Speedy
Galing yan.
Gonzalez, Godes Nakaruru. I am put, diba? Thank you,
Shouting.
guys. And
Joshika.
Believe mo. Ayun, Speedy. Yeah, say hi to each other. And lol, she is 2 years
Very
older
shout.
than my youngest
Very
niece.
hi. Just
And Bruce. Bruce, Mr. Suave. Ayan, long time no see, Speedy. Nice to see you again.
No,
From
I just want to like myself like when you ask people questions like you want to ask them like you try to ask them like logical good questions but not just how old are you what like stuff like just the opposite of instead of like if you're trying to like I don't know, as a guy trying to pick girls up, it's not that. It's like you just like to get to know the person, the culture, what they like. So my next question is, what do you like about Italy?
Wait. Ate.
was that again? Say that again.
What does she like about Italy?
Oh, ano daw yung gusto mo sa Italy? Sasagutin yan lalaki. Tingnan nyo, guys.
um, um,
I think I
Hola,
think
Speedy.
um, she born in Italy. Yeah. Eh,
I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyways, but what was the question again? Anong sinabi ko sa'yo, Roan, kanina? Anong gusto mo sa Italy? Yun yung tinatanong niya. Kung ano yung nagustuhan mo sa Italy?
Ay,
Ganun.
sabi mo, wala.
Ang Speedy Gonzalez. Ayan, wala.
She's
Yun.
nothing. He's
Nothing.
nothing. Nothing.
Oh, nothing. She's quite fluent. Thank you. Ayan. And Roanne, are you single or what?
What? What? Ito masasagot ko. Ito may asking.
Ayan, but this is from JJ. Ayan. Do you watch football or soccer? I mean soccer. Do you watch soccer?
No, I'm a team Juventus. Yes, guys.
Wow. O, paano kantahin yun? Paano mag-cheer? How
Ano?
do the team cheer?
Hindi ko magaling. Italian. She is Italian speaking. He's
Ah,
yan. Basta, he's speaking Italian is a cheer.
yes. No, because Speedy Gonzalez, this girl,
What?
this Lalu, ayan, she likes the spotlight. So she was asking, like, ask me questions. Like, go ahead, ask me questions. No, it's like we're trying to practice like her English, and like that. Forza
For the
Juventus.
movie. Yeah! For the human.
Ayan. So, let's see. Roanne, how old? Oh, I like this question in an informative way because I do want to hear this one. How old is too old for you? Ano daw yung anong edad yung matanda para sa'yo? Yung, ay, ang Jonda
Is
naman yan. Ganon.
20 or 22 or 21.
Ah, good job. Good job.
Mga
Oh,
baby.
guys are all boo. Damn it. She's too young, guys. Ayan, she's too
Yeah,
young.
wait.
She's gonna be
Yeah.
Yes,
our,
I'm
gonna
young.
be our,
Young.
we have to guide her in ladyhood kind of way. Ganon. And
Yes.
how about Filipino food? Do you have it there?
My Filipino food is so, very very is all food Filipino. Yes.
I
All
like
food.
it. Narrow out. As you said, 20, 21, 22 is too old for you. So people, it says 99% of the chat is skeleton. Ayan.
Skeletor.
Is
Grabe.
cute. Ah, diba?
Away!
No,
Wait lang! Wait lang, may sinabi si Tena. Uy, wait lang.
huwag mo ko inaaway. Nang-aaway ka ba, Roan?
oh,
Mo, ah?
hindi kasi may sinabi siya na
Ah, ano ba
kung
yun?
Roan, do you like the animes? Yes, I
Ah,
like animes.
ah.
I'm episode, ano? Anong episode talaga ako? Wait lang. episode 10? Yes, episode 10. Ay, anyari. Ayan. Episode 10,
Ayan, oh,
yes.
sabi ni puts on boots. She sips. Ayan, where does Bruce go? Bruce, where
Dog,
did you go? Ayan.
dog,
She
I'm
sips air
not,
to keep
no, no.
questions. There's nothing in the cup. Wala naman daw laman yan, Roan. Inom ka ng inom, wala naman daw laman yan.
Meron pa. Guys, she is coffee. Yes. Uy.
Ayan. The Natty Nerd says, I'm old but in great shape for be old. O,
Wait lang,
diba?
ate.
And question. Yes. Go
Doon tayo
ahead.
kay Dean Arwin TV.
Hmm.
Tinanong sa akin kung single or what. I'm not a single. I'm relationship is difficult. Difficult ba yun, ate?
Complicated.
You got a husband already?
Complicated. Yan, complicated.
Yeah. Komplikado. Komplikado.
Ayan, komplikado. Yes, guys.
So are you back, Bruce? Everything good?
Question, what is the biggest, may sinabi? Si ano?
So what is the biggest difference between Italian culture versus Philippine culture?
Ay, hindi ko alam yan ano
Ano pa daw yung malaking pagkakaiba ng kulturang Italiano versus sa kulturang Pilipino?
Is Italian is, grabe naman, wag mo i-focus ako dyan.
Gusto mo yan, Roan. For confidence, for stream, para ma-practice ka din.
Yes. Italian is, no complicated. If Philippines is difficult. No, pero wait lang. Wait lang na.
Tagalog. Tagalog.
Sige.
Hmm.
Wait. Ang Philippines, hindi hindi naman mahirap. Um, Kaya ko naman yung Philippines. At Italian hindi naman, mahirap. Kasi kaya ko naman dalawahin Tagalog or Italian, yes.
Oh. So basically, she's saying like when it comes to words, she rather speak Tagalog.
Yes.
Mas gusto mo mag-Tagalog na lang.
Yes.
Kasi yung Italiano mahirap. Yun ba yun? Yun ba yung sabi mo kanina? Tama ba ako?
Hindi,
Hindi.
basta basta sabihin mo na hindi mahirap ang Italian at Pilipino kasi, nung pumunta ko sa Pilipinas, hindi mahirap. Pero konti lang may mahirap akong nagsasabi, 'yan, na
Ah, she's basically
matagal.
explaining it in languages. Like, it's both difficult. Parehas mahirap. Diba? Yun yung sabi mo. Tama ba ako? Yes. That's what she's basically answering the question for. Complicated, so he's married. No, 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 no. He's married. No, no, no. It's but
Nagugulat.
you have to understand, guys, Roanne just turned 18. So, just to kind of like remind you, everyone, she's just stepping into adulthood kind of way, some places. So, in that way, she is still, under her parent, like parents' guidance. So, I'm pretty assuming that because she's from Asia, she's from Philippines. Ano yun? Kaloka ka, ah. Naloka ako. So basically, because she basically kind of like she's still under her parents and assuming that she is from Filipino parents, there's a tradition right there. There's a conservative guidelines and rules, especially if she's living with her parents. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of like what complicated is. As you can see, her demeanor is still kind of like childish in a way. So yeah, when it comes to kids in IC Fit, we try not to, that's kind of like, oh, also, guys, this is one thing about me. I don't like exploiting kids. I don't like anything that is harmful when it comes to kids. Because totally, if you're that type of person, just don't associate yourself with me because I can't do it. It's my line is kids. Anything that has to do with kids in a bad way, I don't like it. Ganon. Ano daw? My phone is messed up. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Ayan. We can always try that, Bruce. Every Saturday, open panel StreamYard is gonna be here to stay. So if you want, you can come up. As you can see, guys, it's not really, it's not that. When it comes to open panel, it's just chilling, vibing. From time to time, I might come up with questions that are kind of serious and stuff. It's because I'm chilling. Now I want to know deep, the inner thoughts of who you are. Ganon. Ayan, it's okay, pretty. Ayon, get John on the panel. I know JQ. Why not? We can behave. I know you can behave with me. And I actually like to kind of like have a discussion on John Queen that I like. Jake that I like. There's two. Ayan. Europe 18 is equals to adult. Like in Japan too, but not alcohol, not cigarette. It's just kind of like we treat them. I think universally when you turned 18, you kind of like treat them a little different, like they're adult. Plus, we all became 18 at one point of our life. When you turned 18, all of us seems like we know everything. We can do this and stuff like that. But for me, it's usually 25. Well, according to science, that's where you formed. Your brain development happened, fully formed is when you reach 25. I'm pretty sure for girls it's much earlier than that, but I think it just depends on a person. Some people don't grow. Napahugot pa talaga. Gonna lurk na si Ned. Hindi minor. She's 18 na. Exactly. Not a minor, but at least in my, because this is my stream. So at least for me, when it comes to kids like Rowan, very innocent, I don't really want to exploit that. I want them to, just feel that, there are people that we kind of like get to deal with, you know, I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm trying to say, okay? But kala ko pa-enter pa lang to 18. Damn right, or I'll be throwing. Yes, JJ is also very, very an advocacy of that. Don't hurt the kids. And let's see, living with parents is not complicated. You know what? This is like the whole difference of being in an Asian country and America that I noticed is different. In America, it's usually 18. Your parents kicked you out, Well, depends, depends. But I feel like most of the norm that I know of in America, they were kicked when they were 18. So for me, it's like that. In Philippines, in Japan, it's pretty much very not like that. So it can be complicated because just imagine when you were 18, you feel like you can do anything. Like you want to do this, you want to decide for yourself, you're going to wear the clothes you want because you want it and stuff like that. In the Philippines, sometimes 18, 19, 20, they can still, especially in Japan, they can just really like, that's why there's guilt trip in Asian culture. That's kind of like some parents do guilt trip their kids on doing things. So yeah, there's a lot of differences in that I'm pretty sure if you didn't get to understand and see that whole how does it work and living with these types of people, it's hard to understand because hearsay is one thing, but living in it, growing up in it is a different thing. Ganon. Gotta vote, get fined, and pay taxes. I see. If we ever meet in person, when I move to Japan later this year, I will come up as childish as freak because I am. The thing is, I don't care if you're childish. My, should I say this, guys? My thing is when you're acting tough, when you're acting like, I'm the man, I'm an alpha, but your action isn't. You're way talkative than me. You bitch more than me. Yeah, that's my problem. I don't, like sometimes I like when guys are just kind of like, okay. And of course, ang nag-iisa, ayan, ang unang-unang-unang-unang, ayan, kamahalan ko dito sa YouTube ay ang aking kaibigan, walang iba, Sandy! You know him, guys. Please welcome him back. Ay, eto, Sir Galaan, para sa'yo. Ay, hindi tumunog. Walang, nakamute ka.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I was.
Ayan. Sir, 1, 2, 3, go!
My God.
Thank you, sir.
This is your live stream, not my live stream.
No, open panel is for you guys, like I already shined the spotlight on me earlier. I want to shine the spotlight on you guys, like what you think of things and stuff, 26. What's 26? Ayan, basahin natin to, sir. Hindi pa ako nakakatapos ng backread eh. Kanina pa. Ayan, let's see. Ayan, Ultimate Warrior. Is it you?
Who's
Dean,
that?
ikaw ba daw yan? Ultimate Warrior. Is it you?
No, 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 no. I'm an ultimate loser.
Go dance na, Tina. Hey, what are you waiting for? Wait, he's only 18 too? Kasi 8 ka lang daw, Sir G.
I do, guys. I do live stream only for fans. You know where was that?
Okay. Ayan. Dean, ayan. Dude who tell everyone their alpha males are cringe and beta book in I like it, Natiner. Thank you guys for filtering some words. I do appreciate that. Ayan. I do really appreciate that. Don Basatino! Ayan. Don, you wanna come up, Don? Ayan. Guys, you can come up. I have 4 more seats. Diba? Because I don't have premium. So 4 more seats. Ganon. But Sir G, ayan, since we're talking about this, like Natty Nerd says earlier, some people like being childish as a man, you know. How can you define being childish? Like, just being free. Because sometimes, like if you see a surfer, like the stereotypical surfer, they're usually pretty free. So you find them very childish. But I think there's more meaning when you say childish, like there's different levels of being childish. For you as a man, where's the line of being childish as a man? Oh, di ba? Ang ganda ng question
Oh
ko.
my God, that's very tough. It's very tough because this is straightly from my experience. I haven't experienced that much being a child. I experienced much being a child who is taking responsibility. So I don't really know how. This is one thing that I really want to have. If I can rewind life, I want to enjoy childhood, right? But um, as I observe with young people, I think their generation is very different. That's really affect this kind of lifestyle they are having. Um, Personally, it's hard for me to answer that, I see. Really. But I think if there are people who are from Generation Z or the millennials, can you come up here and answer this question for us?
Ah, di ba? Kaloka.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's put it on you, I see. How is it on your side?
I was just talking about that, but I'm thinking, should I say this or should I not say this? Because the thing is, I don't want to rob. I don't want to rob Guy. Diba? Pero, before anything else, according to Dean Arwin, you have to tell us or them and let us know first if he is minor. Are you a minor?
Who? Me? No. I'm
How do you call yourself, Sergi?
I'm a dinosaur.
I
T-Rex.
Yes. So Don Bas is, I would assume, Italiano, right? If I remember it correctly. So earlier, I think Rowan has to pick up the phone. So she probably has a phone call. So I think she dropped because she needs to get that one. Yes. What? Who's Sergey? Ayan. From France. Ayan. And yun. So, hi, Bass. Look, lucky you got here late. ICEE was getting angry with. What's that? Tell it. How do you say that? Susumbongero ka ha, Reiki wa. Sumbong-sumbong ka dyan ah. Ayan.
Uh,
So
I
John,
think
no only with you.
Don Bossatino. Don Bossatino.
Yes. Don Basatino.
Bonjour,
And
comment ça
Natty
va?
Nerd says, My mentalities and hobbies are deemed childish, but hey, I'm self employed, make my own money, lots of it, in fact, have a nice place in a nice area, pay my own bills, and have a nice vehicles I bought. Wow, it looks like a application for being a husband. Oh, diba? So, single ladies out there, remember this name, Nazi Nerd. No, I'm joking. Just being protective. Ayun. And do you want to answer some of this, sir? Anything that piques your interest?
Yeah, this guy, the Natty nerd, yeah, he's doing great, I believe.
Yes. He's old as dinos. He's like 22 or something old like that. Like,
Oh,
I,
I'm loving it, please. I'm loving it.
and guys, yes, yes, yes. And guys, do I am follow JJ and up his upcoming Ayan company as well. So if you are on Instagram, please do follow JJ. Just drop the link as well. Ganon. And let's see. So the question, Sir G, do you have an answer now?
I lost you, I see. Which
You
question?
lost. I'm still here, sir. You're not gonna lost me.
Which question?
You're not gonna lose me. Ayan. Hagdan na. Ayan, bas. Ayan, nakapin sa taas kaya bas. Ayan, again. There you
So,
go.
yes. Hagdan na daw. Ayan, no.
Ayan. Don Basatino, I see wanna see you twerk. She already made ka na. I didn't say that. No boom boom. Be decent, guys, right? If you're not decent, I'm gonna bend you in my chest. I don't want talonges. Ayan. Yes. Who's Sergey? You? Sir Galaan? No, it's Sir Galaan. Sir Galaan. Pinoy Galaan. Ayan. Real life is so stressful to get daily cheese. What cheese
Uh,
means? What's cheese mean? What's this mean, Sir Galaan?
I don't understand too. Real life is stressful, but it's get daily cheese. Let's ask the French and the Italian. I'm sorry, guys. We're Filipino. Yeah, we have too much cheese in Turkey. But yeah, le-
Ay,
uh,
oh, there you go. Sir Galaan. Ayun, Galahan. Let's see. This is him. John Queen.
are you a
He
musician?
is
No.
sure.
I even don't know how to sing, but I love dancing.
Ooh. When Basatino come up, we'll all dance. How about that?
No,
This is him. Ayan. Oh, Nightbot did drop his link. Yeah, that's Pinoy Galaan. Got it. Thank you. Stress daw yung daily buhay para makakuha ng food means cheese.
ah,
Ah,
good to know that.
thank you, Dean.
But
Ayun.
uh, from from which countries? Ano, sayings or motto or salawikain in Tagalog?
Language. Pinoy Galaan from Rob. Rob is here. And
Hey,
Steven. Natty, I get called a boomer online all the time, and I was born in May 82. I do get that a lot with, like when you kind of like super matured for your own age. Sometimes, like just because you say something that is back from the day, then they will call you an old or an elder person. And Nakaruru is here. Now I'm here. Yes, you're here, Nakaruru. Ayan, say hi to Nakaruru, guys. We've been waiting for you. And Speedy Gonzalez is a Mexican mouse character from the Looney Tunes
Looney Tunes.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Ah. Toots is Tom. Ah. Okay, okay. Ayun pala yun. So how about you, sir? Earlier, I don't know if you did get to kind of like got the whole stream earlier, but we talked about trolls. Is there any specific kind of like experience and how did you deal with it? Or how can you spot trolling and just having fun? Because usually, like banter, like being mean to each other, usually it's a guy thing, right? Ay, ulala! Before you answer that, Sir Galaan, ayan, get ready for a DJ of the night. Ay, buonvenido. Ay, buonvenido ba yun? Ayan, in Italian. Please welcome, not April, Don, Basa,
Mega mega
Tino.
love shout out everybody. Ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
I see.
Am I the only one dancing? How about
Bom
you
dia.
guys?
Bom dia. I see. Bom dia.
Is he hearing me? I don't think he
Can you
can
hear me?
hear. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
can
can
hear
hear.
you.
Yeah, two people were messaging me that you had like an Italian co-host.
Oh,
I don't know why
yes.
they messaged me about
Missed
that.
her. You missed her.
Oh,
Sayang. Aw.
fine. Brett Glasgow is still here.
Yes. Is that Christian Ronaldo from John
Daddy, talk
King?
with your hands.
Perfetto. How do you say
No, this means,
perfecto?
you know what this means in Italian? You know what this means?
It's like a curse. I think this is
This means
cursing.
what the fuck?
Yeah, right? Puta.
What the fuck?
I mean, like, Italian talk with your hands. Relax. Ayan. Answer Galaan. How many women did you or do you date at the age of 18?
Let's put it down on 15 first. No, 18, I don't remember. But if you ask me when I was 15, I can still remember. Well, I don't know how many, but there are few people that really, touch my deepest part of heart, and I can still
I thought
count
you was
them
gonna say
on.
something else when you said touched. Thought you was gonna say something different.
There are people who really touch our hearts, so they are quite not a lot. But there are, like, there is something that I really love in my culture, the place where I came from, that there are buffet, and you can try all of them, but sometimes the buffet is not for you, like not your taste, right? But there are some that is, I think, I enjoy a lot when I was in high school. We are a small community where um, the culture is kind of very different, and it was yes, I can still count from my fingers.
Ah, well, that's good. That's good. But hold on, guys. I just want to say this. I see saying I don't want to curse. Bass first 5 minutes. This means what? No, the thing is, guys, you can curse. I'll curse probably down this. I just don't like cursing like the first 3 minutes of the video or like the first 5 minutes. There's kind of like that playing rule when you're streaming because you don't want to be, flagged or anything like that. So that's just kind of like my goal is first 5 minutes try as hard as I can not to curse, and then after that it's fine. Nothing malicious is good, cursing is fine.
I
I
see.
love cursing, guys.
Where did you get that
Yes.
phone from? I like that phone.
Oh, this
Just
phone,
clown. Yeah.
I don't know,
Where
this is
did you
just
get it
part
from?
of the
It looks
collection
nice.
from America. I think this is from America.
Are you
I got
a Simpsons fan?
yes.
Really?
Yes,
That's cool.
definitely. Yes. I am Simpsons fan. Fan. Yes. I actually watched it back in the day with um Portuguese, like Brazilian. When yeah, because I like it. That's why I like ay caramba, I like that.
Caramba.
'Cause that's how I listen to it. I like it. And John, you mean beer cans? Ayun. And how many Pinoy? Oh, they're being very, very crazy.
I don't remember. I'm 42 years old now. I couldn't remember all the numbers that pass in through my whole life existence.
But
but
see,
the only thing
I think, go on, go ahead.
but I think the only thing I can remember is that yeah, I'm kind enough to share what to share. But the limitation that I always remember is that what was that? And keep the journey alive, enjoy the moment, and don't plant the hope of tomorrow unless it's fruitful.
Okay, so I have a question because I've seen a lot of guys in the chat as well. And of course, my ladies in there, yes, LV, Ayan, and to all the ladies in the chat, you please do answer this as well because I do want to know like the perspective. This is the question I do have. Like, when it comes to sexual, there's always something about like the rant of a lot of guys right now are choosing to be celibate. And I, for the love of me, and I'm a woman, I can't understand why. And it was basically like, I feel like I do get a glimpse of why, but to kind of like understand how you guys biologically is, like, what's your job in the earth, isn't it really hard? It's like, how much pain did you have, or what are the, like, how can you explain it to a woman of how a man could actually give up sex to actually choose to be celibate? Like, is there anything, is it because of what?
That's the longest question I've ever heard in my life.
Yes, because I want to get through the context, I want the context in there.
I know in some cultures, like sexuality is not a big deal. I heard that for example, especially in Japan, a lot of people they swear off sex. Japan is not like a very
Okay?
sexually active country because they are very much focused on other things. They have other priorities.
Yes.
But
And
I don't know, like for me, there is no other priority. Sex is always number one. You gotta
right? That's
chase
what I'm
and you gotta
feeling.
conquer it.
Maybe there's less headaches with the hand than I kind of understand that. Like, I can understand it in a way. Like, we also have this with women when you're being, pained, same old relationship. You just kind of like, there are women out there that just give up. I don't want to be with a man. I'm done. But for a man to actually go and then not have sex just based on that, sometimes I can't. I just can't understand it. Like, how? Why? It's like, why? If I'm a guy, I'll probably be a slut. That's just what I think because
What
it's
did you say?
more.
If you're a guy, what?
If I'm a guy, if I was born a guy, I'll
Yeah.
definitely probably be a slut. Because it's like there's no that much of worries. You can protect yourself. You don't have to carry a baby in 9 months or something like that. Your body wouldn't fail you in a way where woman sometimes goes downhill from there when they get pregnant. So it's just weird for me to actually like, can you not play at the same time? You know, not be in a relationship but still playing or still fucking or still having sex. Is that
I
something that
I think it was this kind of thing is personal, and it's well, I knew some people. I knew some people who are women who are like shark, and like normally in a small community they are saying, "Oh, this is shark." What you mean shark? He gonna attack or catch somebody. Shark means. But for every human being who had been exposed to this kind of basic needs, like it will be really eventually, if you are not in this moment, eventually it will come as part of your basic needs. So basic needs like food, it's like food. You need to have it. You need to find a ways where to have it. So some of them that you can, yeah, you can feed by yourself, but of course it's more tasty when when this kind of food, I don't want to say the words, coming from another people, right? So it's I think my friend told me one time like, "Oh, you're like a bitch," and I don't care too much like what he's saying, but what I'm saying is that um it's kind of food that you need to have if you have a partner, or you even don't have a partner, or even you're into a relationship or into a marriage relationship or whatsoever. It's always part of it. that's uh
mm,
that's the specific words.
okay, let's go to the chat. Ayan, you better hope you are a handsome guy. It's not easy. Speaking of handsome, I know this is a thing, but do you think you can pass? You don't have to answer this question. Do you think, and what do you expect a woman would look like on your level? Like, what level are you in, Bass?
Can you more specific?
My level would be something between Shakira or Jennifer Lopez. I
Ooh,
will not settle for anything less.
ah,
J-Lo, Shakira.
And
mm,
J-Lo is in my league now because she's nearly 60, So that's why I've said J-Lo. No, actually, you know what?
ah,
I see. I'm gonna tell you something, yeah.
mm,
Even if
I
the woman is not like pretty like in society, but if you have a lot of good vibes and good things with her, she can become beautiful in your eyes. And I think that's the most important thing.
so
And even the
true.
most beautiful woman, if she has like a bad attitude, she can become really ugly in your eyes too.
That's I agree with that. Well,
No, because this is so like amazing to me sometimes. Like when you see Instagram, all of us have been in Instagram. They're pretty much the kind of like sought out after, those BBLs, those just kind of like it's like out of the world, super filtered picture. And you see just the whole comment section is like, I don't know where is the standard came from. Like just imagine the supermodels back in the day. Now everyone is a model. It's like I don't understand that. I'm not saying this in a bad place. I'm just saying it's like, don't you agree with that? Like everybody is a model.
Yeah, but
Back in
the beauty standard also depends from person to person. It's different. Like some people they like
I
chubby people.
know.
Like there was a like before it was a beauty standard that a woman had to have like extra meat on her, and that was considered beautiful. Now they have other standards, so I would say for everybody it's different.
yeah, that's true. I agree with that. That's what
Yeah,
actually.
and also the
Um,
filters. They use too much fucking filters right now. If you see them on picture and then you see them on real life, it's like you see two different people. Plus, don't forget they get photoshopped also, so they have the filters and the fucking Photoshop on top of it.
Because I was like thinking about this. like a lot of guys sometimes they would say the reason why these women exist are the simps, and I would assume the simps that they were saying or implying to are the people that comments and hearts on all of those pictures. So if you get a lot of that attention and you're not used to it, especially if you're not really, the beauty standard or like sought out after woman, any person, in my opinion, if you're not used to the attention, if you're not used to the whole spotlight thing and you're this and that, it just it just is not right to me. Like sometimes the character changes and I don't know what it is. That's JQ. Don't filter your avatar.
That's an Instagram model. His name is John Quinn. He's from Australia.
Diba? So also Alomidito on Twitch says it's easy to give up on sex when your partner gives up on a relationship. Ouch. Any thoughts? Okay,
I don't know.
moving
Like,
on.
I don't think it's easy for a guy to give up sex. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
As a man, you have needs. At the end of the day, we're animals. We have these needs that we need to fulfill.
And that's my point. Like I can't understand why would you give up something that
That's the
for
difference I see between women and men.
But I
So
feel like the new generation of guys, they're acting more like women.
oh yeah.
The new generation of men, I don't know. It's like the world is fucked up.
So can I ask you this? Because before you come up, I was asking about this with Galaan as well. Because we talk about, like Natty Nerd earlier was talking about him being childish if I saw him in person or something like that. So for me, being childish is very objective or subjective. It's like a guy can be childish, like free, those free spirited. But what are we talking when we talk about childish? So my question is, where's the line as a man when it comes to being childish?
Where's the line?
Yes.
If the man has a family and a kid and he doesn't prioritize their kids, then yeah, there is no excuse. That's the biggest level of childishness that you can have, I think. But if he's childish and he takes care of his family and he takes care of his kid, for me, it's still a good guy.
Oh, hate it when I get used from my sex life. Did you hear that, Don Bass? Ayan. And I have needs is an excuse. How about this one? I want to explore this one because you hear this a lot with a lot of men. But if you don't notice, and I'm just going to say this, women also have needs. And if it aren't met, especially at this time of age, you're going to lose your woman for me. And that's why I think there become a huge influx of I want to be with a traditional. And this is just my opinion. When a guy tells me that he wants a virgin, I look at that guy sideways. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong with this guy? It's like, hold on. Why? Because for a sexual person, you know that if a person doesn't have experience, usually they do suck a bed. So for me, it means a lot when a guy says something like that, because then my mind goes to like, does he have any skills or relationship skills in that matter? Is that why he would just rather go for an innocent time, not know nothing at all? I know there's more context in that, but any thoughts on just what I just said? Pakiulit ay. I love me. Mega, mega love. Shout out to you. Oh, diba?
I think
Oh,
it's
guys.
for man, like it's the accomplishment, like being the first one. You know, being the first one.
Mhm.
It's like you feel special, and you know that the woman she will never forget you too. You will always be her first, and that's like yeah. Maybe it's for some guys that's important, but then
Yeah,
again,
but
it depends also the age of the person. Like if the woman is in her 30s and she's still a virgin, that, from in my opinion, there's something wrong with that woman. You know.
right, and that's kind of like how I see it. It's not about just being a man because you're a man, you're a woman. I feel like both have needs. It's just more of like how do we react on it is kind of like in a different way. And when it comes to like, things that, in the mainstream and not in the mainstream, like in Japan, there's a huge influx of women who are cheating. And I don't think that even is just now. I just think women sometimes, sometimes just know how to keep a secret more than men. I feel like that's just my kind of like observation. Ganon. What's wrong with my boys? Are you there, boys?
What's wrong with your what?
Are we delayed?
I don't know.
Oh, secret na. And Mini Kuya Steven says experience is learned. Used to it was natural that people learned their skills together. Hmm. And also this one, I would say simps and chads have a role. Women also have a role. Society is sick, but just one part of it. True that. How about there in Italy? Are you in Italy, Don
No, I'm
Blas?
in Belgium now, but I'm Italian, but I live in Belgium.
Oh, so in Belgium, so Pitts and you are in Belgium. How much is it? Like, how is the kind of like culture of dating in Belgium?
Ah, Belgian women are very easy. Like they're very easy to impress. You know, like most of them. You take them out for a nice meal, and you make them laugh a little bit, and you're in already. It doesn't take too much effort, to be honest. But me
Mm.
personally, I never fancied like the typical Belgian women. That's why I've always seek for other nationalities.
So, what is your preference? Do you have a preference?
Yeah, it switches sometimes. Like for now, I'm into African women.
Ooh, exotic. But I can agree with you with that. Like right now, we have an influx of foreigners in Japan, and sometimes I would see like a Cameroon. She's from Cameroon, and
Yeah,
this lady is just like
I
she's
think
like
people.
Storm on
I think
Marvel.
we
Like
always
oh my
we always
god.
see things that we don't have, because we are always looking for something exotic, Like in the Philippines, they like white people, for example. In Africa, also
Oh,
they
with
like
that
white people
said,
with blonde hair.
yes, do you know Tina and Bam? Miss Manny is also in this. Like, I always find Filipina beauty, and I know it could change, but I always like that traditional tan, long hair, black eyes, that typical Filipina beauty. And that's how I think of it. But also, I'm not saying, there are other sides, the mestizas of the Philippines as well has its beauty, but yeah, there's just too much. There's just too much beauty. That's why I said we're all beautiful. Ganun na lang yun. Even if you're the most the ugliest person in the world, there's another most ugliest person in the world who would definitely be beautiful for you. So I always think of it like that. So how about you, sir? I ask you about your preference ever.
Mm, no,
So what's
you
your
know my
preference?
preference.
I see it. It's
What's your
preference.
preference?
um, like for the beauty, I don't have. I have more on
Mm,
yeah,
say
yeah.
it. Go
Mm.
ahead.
Um, well, uh, I have a bucket list, and that bucket list, beauty is not included there. It's not in there. How they look like, what are their colors, the hair, or whatever. But the bucket list is really fill in, so I got married.
Oh, nice, nice. I like that. So, can you say that you married the kind of like the 3D model of what you prefer for a woman?
um, yeah, as I, in my opinion, yes, it is. But from other eyes, it's very different. Well, uh, like every every person they have their different, how to weigh things, but mine is completely different. The thing that I really like is what's especially not more intimate with love, but intimate in commitment, because I don't believe too much in love, but in commitment I strongly believe.
Sweet home Alabama. Diba? While me from admin, John, Mongolia girls cook horse. Do you know we eat horse in Japan? And
Even
daily almost,
I think they eat horse
right?
almost everywhere nowadays.
Right? I
Yeah,
feel sorry for the horses.
I
I
only
kind
only
So how does it taste? Like when you explain what this the horse tastes like, how do you explain it for people who already had horse?
I have no
Because
idea.
I explained it like ham. It tastes like ham.
So you tried it?
um, it has a it has a strong aroma. Compare with beef, it has a strong aroma, and the meat is um I forget, but because it was long time ago. I think I was teen when I had the first chance to eat a horse. But I tried camels when I was in Saudi Arabia. Camel meat. I tried and I couldn't eat more. They are also strong aroma.
Oh. Oh, anyways, there's two that I want to explore with you guys, the viewers, and Bass, and of course, Sergi. So this is from Levy. Not only that most women, no matter how they look, can get access to sex, whereas men have to put in more work. Do you
Uh,
agree with?
I cannot 50-50 on that. I can do 50-50 on that.
I think it
Well, it's
depends on your geographic location, where you are situated in the world. Like for example, in Russia, they have more women than men, so there, it's easier for a man to get laid than a woman.
I think this comes from, like with guys, you have someone that you like for real men out there, right? You have someone that you actually like go for. And then there's like fuckable. And then there's like desperate. Like you can just do that, right? So basically that means there's more option for girls that can actually have sex. I think that's where it comes from if I'm not mistaken because I've heard that, discussion multiple times, and with women we just don't really like normally not any woman out there would just go for casual sex, but I feel like it's not as much of a factor. I think there's more to that. And also from Steven, statistics show that especially for women, but also somewhat for men, body count does affect divorce rate. Elaborate. Elaborate. What do you think of that, Bass? I want to ask.
I would never marry a woman who slept like with 50 guys. To be honest, I would never
Mm,
marry such a woman.
mm. How about you, Sergi? Does body count
I don't
matter?
really
Mhm.
I don't really I don't. The thing is this is the satisfaction that you get in somebody's mass count is very different when you have intimate relationship. Perhaps because I don't know. But can I share something? I have a friend who is in an open, not completely open relationship, but because they are working uh, different continent of the world, so they have this kind of understanding. You have to eat what you want to eat in the place you want to eat it, and it applies to both of them. Um, but there is one agreement. You just need to do the thing without investment of your emotion because you lose it.
Hmm.
How about you, ICE?
Um,
Would you marry a man who had like a lot of sex partners in his life?
Depends on what we are both. Is our both like have experience with men and women? What kind of body count are we talking about? Honestly, for me, I don't really. I don't. It does. It doesn't. Well, I wouldn't probably like date a pawn star because it's just too much drama, kind of like that. I feel like that's something that I don't want to be in. Well, if we're talking about dating, yes, why not? If I can do it, why not? I might get another skill or two, right? But it's just depends. Is that enough? Is that enough answer for you?
Yeah, it's very very
I,
good answer.
I should ask my wife about that.
Mm, mhm.
No,
Oh, Canadian Samurai is in the house. How you doing? Almost soon. April, May, June. June, I think Canadian Samurai is going to in the Philippines, I think. So good luck. Good luck to your journey, Canadian. And JJ says Tinder ruined dating when an average looking girl becomes easy pickings for a hot guy. This then changes their mindset to the belief that this is their standard now and normal guys are beneath them. But I could say that the same thing with the guys.
But
I swear.
an average looking guy on Tinder will not get the same amount of matches that an average looking woman gets.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like casual sex. And like for example, I've heard this multiple times, like this is why dating is ruined and this and blah 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 because girls are delusional. I'm not in a dating pool, but I see both people. It's just like rant here, blah 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 blah. It's like dating is supposed to be fun. You have to enjoy. It's not like dating you're gonna marry that the next day. It's just having fun, having experience dealing with girls and with boys. Because it's like it's too much. It's like if you think you're in that percentage of guys who wouldn't get anything on Tinder,
Yeah,
why
but
the fuck are
I
you?
see. When a woman gets to a certain age, they get quite like desperate and they want to settle down as quickly as possible.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm not talking about just men only. I think it's individual problem. I just noticed this. The expectations of who you are and who you're supposed to be with are both. It's both. I can see it both ways. And I think there's a lot of factors like the girl empowerment and stuff like that. Body positivity is one of those things that I'm just like, but I see both, and for me as an outsider, I remember when I was dating, it's just having fun with people, you know? And if you're a type of person, like you can go for the girls, let's just say girls that goes for six-figure guys. It's like that's delusional. Then, don't you think for me, if I'm a man and I know that a girl like that exists, I wouldn't rant about it. Good fucking readings. I don't want that shit anymore.
Hell yeah, good fucking riddance. You
So
fucking
it's like
bullshit.
it's an individual problem. Why would you keep going for people that you hate? Go for other stuff. There's so many fishes out there. There's so many, right? Am I right, guys?
You are absolutely correct. I see. That was that
It's
was
like
good.
people. I
I
just
was
really think it's the problem. When does dating become so complicated? It's you going out with a person, having fun. On the third date in America, it's like third date, you have to hook up. If the woman, where are this? Nothing complicated. Now it's all about, well, he doesn't pay for this. And then guys would be like, well, he wants me to pay for everything. What the fuck? Where's the enjoyment in here?
I think
Anyway.
Big
I
love,
think
shout out Brett Asblow.
Oh,
um,
that's blue. Hola, hola.
these dating date apps, which is really, I think they should change their motto, because I think it's wrong. It's not dating anymore. Dating, yeah, I agree with you. Dating, just having fun or explore something. And if you spark spark to each other, then that's different thing. Yeah. And this is something that I enjoy again when I was in Japan. I was in Japan for a short period of time, and
What are you
there
talking
it's
about?
hard to catch because I'm not a shark. But Tinder's help. Yes, it's dating.
But I heard
Explore,
that
enjoy.
Japanese women are very shy. Like maybe you're definitely not shy, I see, but like the typical Japanese woman, she's kind of hard to approach. They're very close-minded. Even when you see them on the subway, everybody's quiet, just minding their own business.
You know what? JJ should be here because JJ is actually been into Japan, been in so many dates. It's like it's not. You just have to be respectful and you have to read the room. There are gaijin hunters. Do you know gaijin hunters, guys? This woman exists to date you foreigners here in Japan. Grab
Yes.
that opportunity rather than rent. Oh, she's a gaijin hunter. I don't like that. What the fuck? You're gonna get a free one.
Now,
Why
if I
are
go to
you?
Japan, I heard that you can hire a girlfriend for a day.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
You
I will
can
just hire a
hire
girlfriend for a day and then I
a
will go to the vending machine and buy some used panties.
Huh?
yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
Japan is the
We
land of
are so
opportunity.
freak. We're such a freak here. But the thing is, the opportunity is there, but it got lost because everything is all about PC and this and that and being hypocrite. It's like, where is the enjoying life? I mean, there's a balance, of course. I mean, we're not talking about the extreme of the extreme. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to go onto the extreme of this and that. I'm just talking about basic, you know. If you go out, you're in a club, read the room, be respectful. If you're ugly, build some character in there, maybe put six pack in there because I swear to God, how many clients I have that would come to me and they're fat and then they get all of that. They're basically like a different person because having a good body and you can look at yourself in the mirror and says like, yeah, I look goddamn good is something. And when women feels that confidence without the pretentiousness, women are attracted to confident guys, whether you're ugly or not. That's why sometimes rich people, even Trump, I'm sorry, I shouldn't name names. Even the ugliest rich person could have a wife or someone because one, there's gold digger out there, that's true. And next one, because there's confidence is so high because they're rich. So it's like I think you just really have to understand your weakness, your strengths, and when you do, hone that out, skill that shit basically. Ganon.
I'm going to
Anyways.
the gym tonight. I'm going to the gym. I need to get a,
Yes,
I need to get a six pack. I'm tired of being
definitely.
single.
Also, like explore the world. Ayon. How about you, Sergi? Ayan. I think Sergi is doing something, Ayan. Talking about enjoying life. You can't enjoy life on YouTube 24/7. Oh, that's another thing, I believe there's a lot of social anxiety, like, that's a thing. I don't know in Belgium if that's a thing. But you can enjoy YouTube, but you just have to have balance. That's why I have Discord, because then I could just pop in and out. I don't have to deal with every little thing because I want to enjoy life outside YouTube. So, I mean, everybody each on their own. As long as you're happy, who gives a shit? That's just what I'm saying. Anyways, go ahead, guys.
I think as a man, the looks, being good looking as a man, it's not the priority. If you have like a good self confidence, and if you can talk to a woman, you can make her smile or laugh. I think that's more important than being good looking.
Yes. And sometimes we could see that, it's so sad. And I'm not saying this in a mean way. This is just how I observe it. It's like sometimes you would see like the ugliest. And I think this is like in Filipino culture. I'm pretty sure you know this, Sir Galaan. In Filipino culture, we were told to find an ugly guy so that we're gonna be happy. But the thing is like sometimes it's like a written, like it's a story after story after story. You pile all of these story. All the girls go for that, but then turns to shit. What's the factor? Because some guys sometimes they feel so powerful and empowered. And it's the same thing with girls. Sometimes that's what exactly you're saying on Tinder. Some girls feel they're more because a lot of guys are after it. It's the same. It's the same analogy, I think.
Still here.
I think it's everywhere now.
Mhm.
That's
Ugly old
Filipino culture.
foreigner.
I have a question. Do you think that there should be like a limit, an age gap between a woman and a man? Should there be a limit? And if yes, what should that limit be?
I was actually wondering about this because it's like when I was 16, 18, I always go for older guys. Like, if you're my same
How
age,
much older? How much older?
like, 5 years, 10 years older, like I would always go. And, luckily, I'm pretty protected by my community in the Philippines. No one even did that because that's, like that's PDF file, so nobody really did that to me, or nobody even tried to court me at that age. So I think, when it comes to, are we talking about teenagers or there's a lot of factor here, Bas. You're talking to a Japanese. You have to be specific. My brain is too specific sometimes.
Okay, so let's say your age now. What would be like for you biggest age gap that you would be comfortable with? That you would say
Look,
that.
the thing is, have you seen Johnny Depp? Have you seen Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, but Johnny
They're
Depp,
like,
he aged quite badly, to be honest. I've seen him in the
yeah, but
photos.
still, if it's Johnny Depp, just who he is, how sweet and just he's just that, it's just him being him. And some people call it, whatever, but you know, some girls can do that to you,
So if
I
Brad Pitt knocks on your door or Johnny Depp, you would say, "Come on inside, come on in."
oh yes, why not? I'm not gonna be hypocrite. Of course, Johnny Depp. You kidding me?
Are you
I
kidding me?
heard wishy. I heard wishy in my brain. Are you kidding me? Where's wishy?
If you close the
Yeah.
door, that's gonna hunt you.
Yes. 10 years, my age is my limit, I feel. Yeah, I think for me too is 10. Anything that's, yeah, 10 for me. 10 years. Even when I was younger, it's always like 10 years. When I was 16, 17, 18, and so on and so on, it's always like 10 years. If it's more than that, let's see, kind of thing. Because it's not because I'm discriminating on age. It's just more of how are we gonna connect mentally. That's for me, and that's very important. I want a man who can handle me mentally, because I'm mentally insane. Ganon. Hindi, joke.
Mentally and physically too. That's important.
Yes. So I like also like a guy like being, like sexual. Like he knows what he got. He's not insecure at all. He can let me be who I want to be. Of course there's boundaries, there's lines. So yes. That's the thing you don't ask a lady, JQ. I already told everyone. You don't ask
Does your age start with a 3 or a 2? Like, what's the first
what?
digit?
Do I look like that? Do I look like that, Don Bass?
I said a
Come
3 or a
on.
2. Come on.
You hurt my feelings. I look old like that. At least till he dies, hopefully. But yes, I think. But how about you? Like you guys, what is the age limit for you? Like at your age right now, is like what's the youngest you would go for?
I would feel uncomfortable dating like somebody who is like in their 20s. I would really feel uncomfortable. I don't think I could do it.
Hmm. What's that again? Say that again.
I've been approached by some women who are in their 20s, but
Mm.
I cannot do that. Like feels really awkward because I have a daughter and my daughter is 10 years old. And then you start to calculate in your head like the age gap is closer to my daughter than to me. So
Mm.
yeah,
I
maybe if I
applaud.
didn't have children, maybe I would have another mindset about that, but I couldn't do it. Like me, I'm 38 and I would not date anybody younger than 30.
Mm. That's good to know. That's good to know, Baz. I like that answer for my mental sanity. And IC told me it's okay, JJ. Your personality. Why would you say that in public, JJ? Huh? You're calling me out? I'm mean to you? I think I can be over 10, but there are some differences that are wild. 30s and up would be okay for everyday part of life. And there is a perfect match for you. I know, right, Pits? Admin, admin incoming. Please! Akasang is on Twitch, JJ. Ayan, damn, I could look at this view all night. Is that me? Is that me, Akasang? Are you sure?
He's
I
talking
know.
about my profile picture.
Your profile picture. Now I got self-conscious. Why do you guys do that? Don't make me self-conscious.
I
So,
see.
anyways,
And
yes.
you just ask the guy, what about on your side?
Mm-hmm. You, Sir Galaan.
Will you um I forget his name. The other guy, sorry. He said that he will not
Don't
go
buy.
on
My name is
like
Brett.
when breath.
Brett Asblow.
Oh,
I
breath.
see. It's like good to know, Dawn. Mm.
So
Yes,
I see.
I
How about you? Will you go on which age limit will you go on and probably take the chance of having,
if I
if it's
have
yes,
chance, I'm gonna
if you
have to
have
ask permission first, okay? I can be any age. Ask permission first with my master. Gano. um, what age would I go for? Younger? You mean
yeah,
older?
younger. No,
Younger.
forget the older.
The thing is, with younger men, it's very hard because it's like for as long as 200 years I live on this earth, planet Earth, I don't think I'm in a wavelength of a younger guy,
I see.
like younger than me. It's like I always feel like I'm too like far, like I'm all out there. So I need a real man to actually simplify how I think.
But
Like
you can
kind
be
of like
you can have a
yeah,
young age and be very mature, and you can have an older age and still be very immature. Because I think
Immature,
that
right?
yeah,
Yes.
but
maturity comes with experience. If you have a lot of life
yes,
experience at
mm,
20 years old, you can be more mature than a 50-year-old.
no, but I'm just saying it's like my experience. I've never seen anything that is like younger that I felt is I wouldn't want to say men enough, because that's kind of like a bad word to say. But what I'm saying is like matured enough for a man to handle a woman like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my strength, I know my weaknesses. So it's not something that, like I just want someone who could actually be in the same wavelength as me.
Tell us about your
Like
weaknesses. I see. What are your weaknesses?
my weaknesses is I'm all over the place. I'm all over I'm like tuned. Yeah. No, I don't know because I think so many stuff, like in a way out there. As you can see, I open my mouth, I say what I say, I dress how I dress. I'm me, you know. I don't like being told what to do, but depends, who the person is telling me. So it's like I need a guy who's not insecure at all.
Hmm.
Because this, I'm pretty sure like, if you ask a man if their wife would do what I do, like if I have super chats to work on the screen, I don't think any man would allow
Did you
their wife.
did you ever work on YouTube?
No, no, it's just more of like this super chat, like a simple cutesy stuff. But nah, I don't work. I don't work on YouTube.
N-
I squat on YouTube. I do a lot of fitness workout on YouTube, but that's nothing malicious. It's something that I do for a living. And Akasan, no, the crusty clown phone. Oh, ouch. I thought you were talking about me, Akasan. It's just the crusty. Icy cook me breakfast. Not you cook me breakfast, JQ. I want breakfast in bed. I, but yeah, I don't know. It's like that. I think I cannot be with a man who's has insecurity that are not dealt with. That they don't get their shit together inside their own head. I need a strong, mentally wheeled man kind of way. Icy cook me breakfast, Steven. Ayan. And I still say the disclaimer if it lasts more than 4 hours was a marketing ploy. What? Was okay. Now I forgot the context. What was the context, Steven? What's this mean? I still say the disclaimer if it lasts more than 4 hours was a marketing ploy disguised as a disclaimer. Is this about the Viagra? Is that what it was? I and needs a hard hand. But they have peels all exactly. I got it. Don Basatino, you never respect me. I demand respect from Brett Asblow. You're not respecting Brett
Of course, I
Asblow.
respect. I have a huge amount of respect for Brett.
Aw. Yes, guys. Just play around is good, Comics Plus! There you go,
I see. Thank you
Akasan.
so much for having me up. I need to go
Oh,
now. Thank you
yes.
so much. You
Yes,
too,
yes.
co-host.
Thank you, Don
Yeah, thank
Bass.
you, Brett.
Bye bye.
Ayan.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Don Bass. Ayan. He's looking for, ayan. What did he say earlier? African? Did he say African?
Yeah, African.
Yeah. Ew! Jake, Ah, yikes. Ew, nah, never mind. If that's the last person on earth Never for you. I'll close my holes. All my holes will be closed. Ayan, good on ya, Bas. Ayan, and let's go, halves, halves. I'll take care of the beds and you cook the breakfast. Yes, I like that. I like that. And I generally give near total trust until the other person shows me they don't deserve it. After that, it takes a lot to gain that trust back. True, true. Mm. So, how about you, sir? What are your kind of like, I know you're not in the dating world, but just based on your experiences and based on what you see nowadays, good on Akasan. I am. But how about you? Like, how do you kind of like deal with like that, like being half half on household chores?
Well, it's okay. I have a nephew. He is in a cruise ship, and he asked me about some opinion about if you are when you are working in a crew, and they said it's hard to find a bang in here because we are Asian Filipino and like this something. And I just told him that I think it's hard to those people who doesn't have confidence, you know. Well, back those days when I'm not married yet, back those days, also I have insecurities, but I dealt with my insecurities, and um, I think there is always somebody who will be hungry about this kind of food. So I said, if you if you are going to sell yourself, you need to find your customer. Yeah, it's like this.
Customer.
Yeah, if you are a product, then you need to find who's needing you. Right? It's like this. Excuse me.
Speedy Gonzalez, thank you sa PUBG and cheese. I've got ICEE's triggers mapped out. Oh, also another one, guys. Trigger. This is another word that I actually wanted to explore. When does trigger becomes very, very negative? And I'm gonna explain what I'm trying to say. It's like it's a trigger. Everyone has baggages, right? So when you have baggage, there are things that you might hear or, like kind of like stumbled upon and it would trigger you. But at the same time, I think, talking about trigger points, when you get triggered on the stream and if it's really relevant or there's something in there, why not explore it? Why does it have to be a negative thing? I like to be triggered because I learned some things. If I'm triggered, I'm going to share something and you share something. And then down the line, I kind of understand, there's more information. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. How about you, Sir Galaan?
The
What do
thing
you
is,
think about trigger
uh,
points?
well, there are, but I there are things that really triggers me that is really kind of an opportunity to discuss things or to elaborate things. But there are some who are trying to put you on a hot pot to blow you up. But if you don't know how to control yourself or ignore, or um, they will mess you up.
Mm-hmm.
And
What we were talking earlier, the
yeah,
trolls.
the
Mm.
trolls, sometimes just ignore them, but sometimes there are good things and bad things. Well, if you do focus on your what you want, like I told one of them who are a bit close to me. I said yesterday I didn't do live stream for 2 days now because I was triggered for a kind of really um I don't want to lose respect to some people. So I told one of person there. I don't know her personally, but we are kind of close. What she said to me is that um, you're a badass, and that's important. You know where to place your smile, and you know how to put that fucking, you know, fucking face off, and that's enough. And the message is like that. If you can control yourself, if you cannot, it's up to you. If you can continue it to discuss and put it in details, then that's okay. But sometimes they attract attention. They attract attention. So I just let them do what they, as long as the words that are coming from the live chat is still, I can say, acceptable. Otherwise I can delete or I can block. I block some of them, but no, that's fine to me.
Oh, look at my hair, Sir Galan. I feel like my hair is so, how do you call that? Electric. I forgot to put oil. It's like going on my chair. Ayan, my ghost, my mumu guys, ayan. Kiniklabutan ako. You should consider though, do the request or boundaries come from insecurity or experience or protection or wisdom? Sometimes can trust you but also not want you to be in compromising places or situations. Are they protecting you or controlling you? It's not as always clear cut as it can seem at first. And that's why I'm saying, when it comes to talking points, when it comes to life lessons, is what Sir Galaan just shared. It's something that you cannot just take somebody's whatever he or she says as it is, because there's a lot of factors. But all I can say is, if you're an adult, make sure to have life experiences and make sure to humble yourself down so you can see the bigger picture of who or what or where you want to be. That's just what I'm saying. And when it comes to this, boundaries comes from, I've always been not a jealous person until something. Things changed, life changes. One thing that you think before is not going to be the same in 10 years from now. So when it comes to like what I'm saying without insecurity is like, because you know for yourself that you choose the right person for you, because there's no right person. It's just for you. Like that person actually understand you. And that's why when I have a breakup, things doesn't go well, I don't get sad that, for long. Like I don't linger on it, because that means we're just not for each other. It's probably good riddance for the both of us, because obviously we ended the relationship because it's not good for either one. It's not working. So why would I linger on something like that? So when it comes to insecurity with all of these things, I feel if you find the right person for you that knows exactly who you are and knows how to, give that kind of love where they could understand and they could nurture you in a way, which is what I'm trying to say. Basically simplify things for me when I don't understand things. For me, that's such a manly thing to do. Like you don't have to tell me everything. You don't have to tell me what to do, because I know what is shady and what's not. I'm not going to be dressed like this and go to a favela and pretend that everything is sunshine over there. Like that's why like a kid, I drink, I party, but I've never had date rape, never been sexual harassed, none of this shit, because I know how to take care of myself. I know how I portray myself. So I see these things. I don't put myself in that. So I don't know if I answered your, if I kind of like explain what I'm trying to say when it comes to insecurity. It's just kind of like give and take in a relationship. So for you, Sir Galan, do you have jealousy issues?
Well, I don't have.
Hmm.
I think I have insecurity before, but I think everyone has this insecurity. After that, I just want to breathe, just breathing, and go on holiday. Insecurity. Um, the thing is like this for me. Well, uh, well, I'm a married man. Okay, I'm a married man. And it's not. It's not like everyone's kind of marriage kinds of life. Also, we have some Joe 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 Joe. We are like a tiger and like this. But the thing is, at the end of the day, we are still choosing to be together. You know, we are growing our love each and every day. So I always tell her, I love you more than yesterday. But sometimes it's gets like you're joking, like you're joking me. We just had fight. Yeah, my wife little kind of how should I say her kinds of personality sometimes squeeze my heart too much that sometimes blown my brain too. But at the end of the day, at the end of the night, no matter how much we don't talk like a whole day, at the end of the night we are we are next to each other and we are enjoying the life of sleeping next to each other because tomorrow there's no concrete
Yeah.
um, there's no concrete assurance, so I'm always uh, wanted to close the night with I love you, how much you mean to me, because if I didn't wake up tomorrow, at least I say this because sometimes it's in this kind of in not only in this kind of marriage life of some people who are living together, they couldn't have this much of you know you you choose, you two choose each other to be together no matter of what are the circumstances. And sometimes just forget the ego. Just forget the ego. Just forget the ego. That's really that's really complicated, right? The ego thing, the egotism thing. So forgetting it, and sometimes not easy, but so it's good. It's more good in it.
And Icy, do you think romantic relationships have an expiry date? So you answered that. For me, it's something you need to work at if you want it to last like a business. And yes, definitely. I do actually, for the past few years, I actually had like, the realization, like the more deeper, because sometimes when, like, things, it's almost like you think you know things until you cross that path or you cross that line in a way. So when a lot of people say, being romantic, being in an honeymoon phase, lusting each other, it's impossible in 10 years or 20 years. But I don't think so. It's the constant trying to always make, like, checking each other. It's a constant work. That's why I said marriage is just the start. There's a long way to go, because you're not gonna love. There are days you don't love your partner. It's just you just want to go away and have your own time. But you can't do that because you have to understand the commitment you have for each other. And that's why you check up on each other. You check, like, how are you doing? Am I doing good? Are you doing good? Are we on the same page this year? And also, that's why I told this to Poots before. There's a thing where you basically, this is kind of like a wonderful thing to do. You basically have something note, you take notes or something, or pictures from back in the day, and then put once a year, just even once a year of your life, like your anniversary, because it's all lovey-dovey, or Valentine's, and then talk about it. Like, how did you feel when you first met your partner? Kind of like, relieve that moment, because that kind of like burns the fire. And at least just in my experience, it does work. So I always recommend that to a lot of couple out there, that just make time at least once a year, if you're too busy, to relieve the moments, because that's what makes count every day, the happy moments. And then you're just going to be romantic, and that's the work. Because if your partner is busy, I hope the other would do it for the other one, and just don't be comfortable at all, because once you become too comfortable, that's where, things happen. Ayan, ganun. Yun na lang masasabi ko. Ayan. How about you, Sir Galaan?
No, uh, for us, the thing that we learned together is that there's nothing personal between, like, some people that, no, this is personal. My phone is personal. You cannot check on it or whatsoever. No, nothing. No, nothing. It belongs to personal things. This life together belong to both of us. So there's no such excuse of you know how you say it. Yeah, that's the thing. There's nothing like, because I've seen this with many people. I've seen this. Um, I've seen that some people, they don't have access with their husbands or wife personal things because it's personal. For me, is that when I get married, and when we get married, everything belonged to two of us. Everything belonged to two of us. What we made from the past is just uh, a life experience, and we, or me or she, doesn't care about it, and I don't care about it. I'm not there, she's not there, it's not. So what's important for us is what we are sharing every day, what we have, and that's matter. Are you choosing me to be a part of your life every day? When you wake up, do you still love the person you met 20 years ago? Is this the same person? Of course, it's not, because we change. People change. When my wife met me, I am different man. When my wife wake up in the morning and said, "Oh, you are not the same, like a cute boyfriend I had before when we are in Boracay, and you are very romantic." you know? I said, "Where's that
You know what?
romantic?"
What happened to you? What happened to your skin? What happened?
Well, what was that? No, people change. We
Hmm.
change. We evolve, and it's part. The only thing is that we keep choosing each other every day when we make up. When we do something, we keep choosing it. I just imagine I couldn't sleep any night if my wife is on the TV room. I have to wait for her. We brush together before bed. I don't know. So will I will I able to this is something that's very scary with me or to her. Um if someone's if if I lost her or she lost with me, how life will go on, because we have this much of commitment. I told her I don't know how to live a life after you, if you go first, or if I go first. She told me, and it's not that what I'm trying to say, that this much of commitment we have is sometimes it's love. They said no, it's not just a love, it's commitment.
Sergi, a true romantic. That's what I thought. And that's, like, I don't know, like, it's just really a thing. But Mini Kuya Steven says you are right in the picking the right person. Most boundaries should be made in the choosing stage, but after the fact. Don't marry with the intent to fix someone. And this is what, the thing is. For me, if you strongly believe that you can actually change someone, I kind of look at you sideways again because it feels like, is there a manipulative, like tendency in there? Because then you want me to change for your liking. It's like I've lived that life, being half Japanese, being Filipino, being in a traditional, like that upbringing. I used to think that I adjust whomever I am dating. I'm going to be whatever you want me to be, and it is not happiness. It's just like it's like it's like working. The actual work is there, but the thing is, what we're talking about, working on relationship when you got married and working on it, it doesn't actually feels like it's work at the end of the day, because you feel happy when your partner is happy, and it's just that cycle. And once that cycle is just like that, you're always in the same page, and it's sublime. That's what I'm saying. And I think that's what I also notice with a lot of, like out there, couple out there that been with ups and downs. We only see the good stuff, but behind the scenes, we really don't know. So, that do you find you, like who you are, who you want to be, who you want to be with, who you need, what your necessity, and not just want. Because sometimes whatever you want, it's not for you. Sorry to say. So you have to bend little things so that you can find what you need at the end of the day. So it's just too much of those things. But
It's
sometimes
gonna find you at the end of the day, I see. It's gonna find you. Who are whatever you are portraying, and you couldn't find it because it's as me as a Pinoy, as a Filipino. Um, it's always it's for me. It's about timing. It's a timing for me, timing, and in a proper environment, because it's important. I I don't even wanted to get married, but I have a bucket list. When I said, God, I don't want to get married, but if you will give me, please, I have this bucket list. You have to make it fully. I,
ta-da!
but
Ah, di ba?
timing. I don't know. I will get married. I'm enjoying my life. I'm working. I'm uh, I'm meeting people from everywhere. I'm enjoying. But when I said this, okay, it's got this kind of life hunt me. I don't find this myself.
Okay,
I
so
wish for
just
it.
is there.
I don't even I don't even work hard for it, because we have a certain things that always consider, right? You're gonna get married. If I will get married, I'm working abroad always. If I don't bring my wife, there are certain things that might happen, and I don't want to happen that, because I've seen that. So what will I do is that I will work, keep some money, have a holiday when it's possible, and a woman cross my way.
No, and that's what I'm saying, where's the fun? Because I feel like that's kind of like one factor that I also see with a lot of miserable people, is because it's too much thinking when it's just more on actions, having fun, looking for your people, finding the people that really would make you a better person. So, JJ says, I'm not married, but what I learned through the years, don't waste energy on why people act or do the things they do. Make sure you can accept all aspects of the person good and bad. And puts on boots. Yes, I
Agree with
love
that.
that he's taking a note. I'm all rooting for that. I am puts and boots and Mrs. Manny. Send it all from me, Vida. You're gonna have your time, me, Vida, and you're gonna have to tell us all about it. Hard facts. And Steven says, hold on, where's that? More than once a year, the partnership, good times, triumphs over bad times should be celebrated. And as I've said, guys, I'm just telling if you're a busy person, once a year is probably such too much for you to do to sit down and just feel the moment. So I'm just basically generalizing everyone, you know. Ayan. And let's see. There's one here that I kind of like. I think ICEE wants at least 10%. Scary. What is 10%, JQ? I always say sex is just 1% of the relationship. What are you doing with the other 99%?
1%.
That's
I'm
not
still
1% research.
we're not even on my. I think how much percent if I would describe myself. Let's do it in the opposite way. It's 99%. It's the real food. That's everyone
And
gets crazy. It's a real food
Boots
that
on Boots is actually agreeing with you because he said, so true, complete accidental bucket list, completed checklist, all the stuff out of the blue. Ah, diba? True love exists, guys. Love story exists. It's just something that you work for it. And when you say something earlier, sir, like knowing you for, almost 3 years now, I feel like you said something. I didn't even work hard for it. I didn't even do this and that. I would disagree with that in a sense because when you met your wife, you're basically there. You already put all the necessary things for your wife to be attracted to you. So I think to kind of like downplay that you didn't do anything is like you deserve every bit of what you are feeling right now because you put the effort and time and the exploration and understanding woman in whatever form you do and you enjoyed it. And I think for me, in a way, in a spiritual kind of way, I think that's the universe saying, like, good job. Here you go.
it's like a
Now,
project.
just take a seat on an island with your sexy wife and just spend the day without even having to think about work and all of that stresses that normal people does. So at least that's just my 2 cent, just knowing who you are and your background and the history and all of that.
Well, that's what the fate made. Fate. Just it's like we are getting like getting overuse of hunting what we want, and that's fine. Like it's look at the other side, so cool. I don't know how to translate this in English, but we have this one. Oh, the tambay get married to a teacher. Do you get the sense?
Oh, so basically, another one we could explore, guys. I know we're running out of time, but I do actually explore this because in a way, I really feel bad that there's still, in a way, double standards where it's like for a family, there's still people who judge families where the woman is the one bringing home the bacon and the husband is the one taking care of it. It's like, why? I know there's biological and shit, but who gives a shit? Is that your marriage? Do you know how happy they are?
Yeah.
For you to judge exactly what's going on with their life? It's like, before you even point in there, imagine, are you married? Are you married yourself? Do you have a miserable marriage? It's like these are the things that sometimes I think we just kind of lost in context. It's like, do you? It's like make like do you, and if you found someone, it's between you and her or you and him. It is none of anybody's business. Your happiness is your happiness, and that is only you can do it, not everyone. So if you're not happy, don't blame other people, blame yourself. There's more digging down there to do, more digging and being better as a person. So someone would like you, period. Easy peasy. Ah, di ba? Easy peasy.
Okay.
And if I don't like you, I like you here, okay, guys? But you have to be better with me because I want to be better. I want to have a life buddy journey that I'm finding in every one of you guys. I want to take this journey in a kind of like a bigger and wider and, just being better with ourselves in a way without too much judgment, without too much stigma and crudeness. I don't like that. Being malicious is not my thing. It grows me out if you're becoming too malicious just because you want to be. We can talk naughty. I'll make you talk naughty. It's fine. Sir Galaan talks naughty too from time to time, but we read the room. We kind of like have a rhythm, and that's a skill, and that's why I want to hone it out, and hone this out. Today was super such a nice stream. Sir Galaan is here as well. And
One more
Sir,
thing. One more
yeah.
thing. I wanted to. I wanted to flex this. Mostly marriage end up because we doesn't choose it. Some we nobody is perfect. Either the team A or team B get acquainted with another thing is that will you choose to be with together? Like I will say again, commitment. I've seen a lot of families broken because somebody did a big mistake to to a heads of a, to one of them or the husband and wife, considering whether they have kids or they don't have. So they said it's a kind of fairy tales when they started. They met, very romantic. They get married. The thing is that um, there will always time will come that sometimes mm, us being not perfect will do something stupid, and will you forgive and choose to forgive and choose to be with is something that is important or not important, or no, you do something wrong or you do this kind of thing to me. How can I forgive you? I cannot live with you anymore. I cannot trust you anymore, or I cannot live this life together with. I've seen this kind of thing as well. Um, what is your opinion about this kind of thing, I see?
What?
How will you how will you uh, how will you generally react on this if in case that um, my friend is living in Qatar. He's married and wife was in the Philippines, and she's not choosing the husband to get back home because he got another one, but they are in love with each other. But that love end up because of a mistake. Will you forgive and choose to to be together or move your life along with your kids if in case?
The thing is, like with my pace of life, before I answer that, I'm gonna read this first before I forget. Statistics show that especially for women, but also somewhat for men. I read that before. Okay, hold on, guys. I've started your. Okay, JJ says I'm not married, but what I learned. Okay, I've read that one as well. And putting the time in at the beginning must always continue to keep the fire burning, and you'll just become like roommates. Exactly. And scary thing is our core values were established at 5 years old. and we don't address them even as an adult unless we decide to. Relationships should not alter our boundaries. Ooh, super deep, JJ. Ayan, icy string enlightenment segment. Ayan, social skills just got on a deeper. Exactly. I like this. I hope I have more time, guys. But to answer that question, I've always been a person where I don't believe in second chances. It doesn't exist, because for one, if a mistake was made, then it's just something that, I've been surrounded with kind of like, cheaters. I've been surrounded with toxic relationships. I've also been in one and I've also been in good relationships. So for me, it's just something that I don't believe in. Also, I don't believe in being together for the sake of the kids alone. Because then, but like growing and seeing more things. And I'm actually like thanking YouTube because YouTube has become a platform for me where I get to kind of like, I feel like lumawak. O, diba? Sabi ni Wish, lumawak ang pang-uunawa. Kumbaga, it's just the growth of my brain feels like it grow kind of way because of you guys, like different stories, different perspectives, different factors, so I get to understand it in a bigger picture. So in that sense, if they're both are willing to work it out, because there's a lot of things to work when something happened and a mistake. If you are given a chance, it depends on, are you a cheater before your marriage? Are you been cheating? Is that you before I met you or something like that? These little things that you do, as I've said with you, Sir Galaan, you put things, you put good things. And then at the end, it would have something of a prize. So for just to say like, no, don't give him or her a second chance. Who gives a shit what I think? It's between those two. What are the things that they could stand by? Like if the girl forgive the guy, is she willing to put the effort to not always and constantly remind the guy that he made a mistake? Is she also going to put effort to actually kind of like make herself worth it again or himself worth it again? And then the guy as well, is he going to be like very butthurt when his wife is sad because she remembers the mistake? These are the things that only those two people involved know for themselves what they can stand by. And for me to answer that is something that it depends. It depends on people. It depends on your situation, on the maturity of your relationship, the love you have for each other, and the commitment you're willing to work on, not just for your marriage, but for you as an individual, So I don't know. Ganon. Inquiring minds want to know. Get back to basics. That's just swallowed. I'm still processing that. JQ, no split. She
Uh,
went way
press
back.
one. Press one to those who get divorced 3 times.
And tolerance is relative to what the individual is willing to accept.
It,
Yeah,
um,
something that you have to stand by with at the end of the day. What can you willing to work on and what can you willing to do in order for that relationship? I don't know. It depends with people. It depends on each and single one of us. Like, if you cannot understand yourself, how the fuck can you expect that the other person would understand you in a way? So I think it's the maturity of the relationship. I hope I answered that correctly, Sir Galaan.
yeah, I
To
can
your,
accept that.
to your satisfaction.
The thing is that now that it's in Philippines, they made it legally for what was that? It's not divorce. It was annulment. It was legally right. they made it legally. I wish they could have do it for free.
Right. I
Yeah,
So I think, I want to ask more questions about the context of the mistake and all of that, but
yeah.
it's something that it's too private. I feel like I'm invading someone's privacy. Now I feel uncomfortable.
No,
Yes.
um,
But thank you for that, Sir Kalan.
there because there are some things that we always wanted to like. You know, we normally all the people in our live stream are your live stream. I mean, on the chat or matured people. So hunters are there. Are there hunters there? So yeah, sometimes no. Just a topic. Nothing is personal.
Yes, I have. No, but the thing is like this is not just with people that surgery knows. It's everywhere. Like you can see that. You can probably go outside and you can see that outside. It's happening everywhere. So
So
each on their own. But it's nice to have like guidance. So yeah, I understand that because then like if I have a friend that is very doubtful of what he or she's decision is, I would ask people that I do trust that are, like logical and critical, not emotional, outsider people, so that I can actually feed ideas or information of how my friend would deal whatever she or he wants to deal with. And let's see, my uncle, one of the 50 plus year, cheated once. His wife made no big deal, but instead became best friends with the girl. She invited her to dinners, family events, made them guilty, and it ended. Aray ko. I thought it's a love story. It ended. Which one ended? Hold on. Yeah, it's like a pain threshold. She then spoke with him and said that was the only time and she wouldn't accept the pattern. Regarding kids, I do support trying to work it out until they grow. Divorce is horrible for kids, and being raised without two parents increases incarceration rates, poverty rates, and general failure. Cheaters are the lowest form of filth as far as I'm concerned. Aray. It's like people are proud to be cheaters in social media. And oh my God, Steven, that wouldn't work in modern days, though. I feel like there's no sense of shame in Western society anymore. And inquiring minds want to know what is it, Scott? Ayad, what do you want to know? I am still processing. Which one are you still processing, Scott? Ayon. But yes, especially married plus kids, yo, that's crazy. So
that's why
for
I
the
don't want
last,
to plus kids.
right,
Can we just have a marriage without kids? I have cats a lot, and I love them.
yeah,
Yeah,
and the thing is, it's just you both, right? You're both decision. How about this, Sir Galaan? Like when it comes to, since we talk about divorce and stuff like that, like you also were, like brought up in Philippines where divorce shouldn't be, it shouldn't happen, deal with it, suck it up and stuff like that. Like time passed, everything changed, open mind and stuff like that. Do you think it's really a problem or it's just an individual problem?
it's individual problem. The thing is that it's every family has its own story, has own difficulties to survive, issue to discuss, family to to break if there are. There are a lot. But regarding with this kind of thing, I always think of the kids. It's not the husband or wife. Is the mainstream of this is the kids. The kids is the most affected part of the family, especially if they were not growing up. But if they were on their adulthood, and if the parents want to split away, why not? If they couldn't find happiness to each other, why not? But the main thing here is the kids. Well, on the other side, on the other side, uh, sometimes it's just about how this culture influence everything. These cultures that we are, the culture that we are living with together, because that's most the things that affects each family. The culture, the culture that's where we belong, you belong, you know. So it's something not very not a piece of every concern that. So I don't. That's why before I don't want to get married. Really, this this chance knocked my door, and I said, "Okay, come in."
Uh, but what was the I oh, of course I do. I of course I do. Is that a good enough answer to the question? Important question. But anyways, ayun. The thing is, I do agree with that individual because we can go deep into this one, but unfortunately, I don't have time. So remind me to talk about, like the factors because I do really want to explore the side of divorce and, things that are coming up in the mainstream kids because for me like it doesn't have to be biological father or mother for you to become a perfect not perfect. I mean, sorry for the choice of words. I mean, like a normal functional additional human being. It doesn't has to be like you're real. It has to be just the foundation of how much love, because love is something like sometimes it's invisible. You just feel it. And for a kid, money, it's a problem thing. Parents could be divorced and have a very healthy, like co-parenting. Wife is still there, mother is still there, father is still there. But the problem is for me, individual. When people divorce, collateral damage is the kid because either one of them is a piece of shit. And that's why I'm saying, please be very smart of who you want to have kids with. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be your life that's going to be ruined. It's there most of the time. And kids are very innocent. They don't know anything. You brought them into this world. So be responsible for it, whether you're married or whether you're not. It's just you being a father and a mother. You know, that's kind of like how I'm trying to ponder this, but I know there's so much factors to talk about. So hopefully one day we get to talk about this. And it's not about if you have kids, if you don't have kids, everyone is involved in this conversation because I think this is more of an individual approach to life more than everything. Because you can find women who are good and will treat you as a co-parent and nothing personal, but all you have to do is take care of the kid. It does happen. I do see it. I come from a divorced parent. I was all right. I think I'm all right. As my mother, I'm full of love. I have so much love from my uncles. I have so much father figure, mother figure. It's
Did
just
you?
me.
I see. Did you try to be a parent to your parents?
Oh my God, yes. I'm sorry, mother.
The thing is, sometimes the kids these days, when I'm asking them, it's really hard to be a child and trying to become a parents of your mom and dad.
What? Hold on. Sorry, sir. Yes.
In these generations, there are kids that they are trying to compensate, like they're trying to be a parents for their parents. You know, they are taking
Mm.
responsibilities. I'm here, like, um, a, f- a friend of mine Yeah, they were actually grown up in Canada. They were actually grown up in Canada, and they were both having Filipino parents. But since she was born in Canada and not knowing too much Filipino culture, more on Canadian culture, time when their parents, his dad was when his father retired from his job and just doing nothing, while her mom is still working, and the cultures affect them a lot.
Mm,
Living long time ago in Canada, you know, like feels like I'm no longer a Filipino, or I'm half a Filipino, half Canadian already. Uh, that couldn't sync them together in one thought anymore. So
mhm.
basically, um, she said that it's kind of hard to become a child and to become to become a parents for your parents. You know, trying to just trying to keep up the family that they wanted to have, that they that they keep all along. you know
Icy just sparkled at me. And do you think it starts from a foundation of trust and respect? I am. But guys, this is going to be continued conversation
that's very
because
nice. So
already overtimed. It's already 1 a.m. in Japan, check time. But Sir Galaan, ayan, I know I'm gonna read every comments you have. I do read them because I like putting them in my uploaded videos when I see something really, really nice. So yes, thank you for everyone. I am, but before we go, let's see. Just not personal, I promised. I just don't get promising something and doing something else. If you want to be free, do open relationship. If you promise monogamy, it is just wrong to break hearts. Yes. And open relationship is a myth. Same with friends with benefits. Eventually, one of the two becomes attached, and that's a fact. And think so too from Poots and Boots. And I've had too many friends who have given up because of cheaters who have never treated themselves. Communication is important. And from Scott, cheating destroys people on deep emotional level, and some just can't recover from it. And let's see more. Anyone can overcome hardship. I'm not saying that so kids, if divorced or single parents, are doomed. It is a general trend that many don't overcome. Yes, unfortunately and sadly to say. The cheater and the person cheated on are both guilty. Something drives the person to another. It's not always about sex or attraction. It can be how they treat them or they see them differently, and to be continued. Just I can't
I
control if I'm cheated on. If I make a vow before society and God, and that the view is sacred. And yes, Sir Galaan, go ahead.
I see. Can I request this on your next
Yes.
one-on-one? This one. Uh,
Ooh.
I think it was Jerome.
JJ? Oh,
JJ. It was
yes.
the cheated person and cheated one is something. Yes. Yeah. It's a nice topic to discuss, I think. But I
Yes.
won't be here on for 1 week. I'm not sure, 1 week or more. We'll be we'll be on the island. We don't have internet, but I have a data. I will try to catch you if I can next Saturday.
Ayan.
But
But before you go, tell them what's going on again, and tell them, ayan, how to find their partner. Ayun.
don't try to find your partner. Your partner will find you. Just breathe. Okay. Um. I really don't know what to say. I see just now. It just blow my brain. Yeah. I'm glad that sometimes people catch something to learn from what this mouth talking. And yeah, I I don't know what to say. I see. That's fine.
But guys, please do follow him. Ayan, Pinoy Galaan. Ayan. Also, doing a lot of streams lately. Sometimes it could be in Turkish, but make sure he always interacts with his viewers. So please visit him, and all of the wonderful things that you can find on his channel is pretty, pretty good. So, Sir Galaan, thank you so much for
You're
tonight.
welcome. My pleasure. And you're fine.
It's always been a pleasure to talk with you this deep, Ayan. Always, always love it, Ayan. And thank you for accepting who I am. Ayan. Always appreciate it.
And one more thing. Yeah, one more thing. One more thing. There are did you remember what I shared to you last time from a holiday? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people gave a chance to do something else. It's not just one who did the mistake. It's always two. It's the same with the relationship. Yeah, I think it's the same. If somebody cheated, why someone cheated? Can we go
Absolutely.
deeper in it?
Yeah,
Yeah. If someone look into the other, into the other part of life, what's interesting in that?
yeah. Or sometimes they just get crazy. That's another one. They just got they just got crazy for a little bit. Ayan.
Yeah,
But thank you, Sergi. Looking forward to your journey again on the island, and looking forward to your ay masusunog na naman yung balat mo. Ayan. But thank you for tonight. Ayan. Ciao,
thank
ciao.
you.
And regards to
That's
Mrs. Ayan.
sure.
Ciao. Ayan. And yes. And thank you. And before I go, of course, guys, on Twitch, thank you guys on Twitch. And I love it. I hope you come back every Saturday. This is it for me on Twitch. Hold on, guys. And also on my StreamYard. You guys are all wonderful. Sometimes I do really I do. Thank you, Brett, and thank you. I do really appreciate all of your stories, all of your opinions. Don't have to actually be ashamed of what you're gonna say. As long as it's in the context, as long as it's coming from a good place, and you can express it in a way that we can understand, and you can explain more about it. I don't mind. I don't mind you cursing. I don't really like filters, but I'm pretty sure all of us understands what are the okay words and what are the bad words. But for me, 10 minutes, behave, and then we can go and curse, because I do love cursing. It's one of the things that I totally love. Ayun. And let's see, before I go, I do want to thank Mini Kuya Steven. Ayan, thank you. I hope you like the stream. I hope you have a good experience. For all the newbies of IC Fit out there, watching on BG. I hope I entertained you tonight. I hope you find ideas and opinions, and things that you can implement on your own life as well. Ganon. And do not take things too personal. Ganon. And do I think it starts from a foundation of trust and respect? Everything has its process, and everything has its foundation. It's between the two people. Diba? Can we just end on that, JQ? But definitely love to explore everything with you guys. Ayan, as much as I can, I do want to. Of course, we do have each boundaries on ourselves. If I cross that, and if you cross that, just make sure that we're not going to take things too personal. We just have to explore ourselves, or at least explain ourselves and express what are our boundaries. And I hope I could give that kind of vibe with you guys. And let's see. Thanks for this deep topic. Very interesting. Ooh la la, for real, JQ. Is it? But JQ, thank you. I really like this kind of side of you. Like throwing. I don't mind being naughty as long as it's in the context, guys. That's kind of just like my thing. I am naughty too. Don't get me wrong. I can be naughty when I want to, but it depends on the context. So thank you guys for being super wonderful. I love hanging out with you. Stephen 100, JQ, very interesting indeed. Can't perfectly control. I do agree that you can influence. Who? Ayan, be the best troll you can be. And later, everyone, I need to go to work. Ayan, iterasai. Ayan, that's what we said in Japanese when somebody has to go to work. Iterasai. Ayon, Steven, thanks for dropping by, man. Have an awesome day. And thank you, Poots and Boots. Thank you, Miss Manny. Ayan, thank you, Miss You'd Wish. I know those people, I wouldn't know more people like this, like-minded people, if you didn't also welcome me as part of your community. So thank you guys. You two are awesome. Of course, Mike, ET, Timmy, all of those community as well. I do really appreciate, we have small communities, but together we can create something very magical and sublime. Oh, di ba? Mini Kuya Steven, thank you so much. YouTube is the new Tinder, so it seems. I think in every way, we as human being will find something because it's just who we are. We're so sexual about it. So if we find something, it doesn't have to be, you can be in the desert or you can be anywhere. If someone out there is just kind of like, ugh, I like that, something will spark. I just really think that's how it is. That's why earlier, JJ, I totally agree with that. Open relationships can only happen if both of you can actually deal with that. But personally, it's just kind of like a preference, for everyone. Sex with benefits, I don't think it does work. Never been into one, but I don't think that would work. Because then you'll feel at the end of the day, I feel like it's common sense. One will feel used and one will feel a user or something like that. It just doesn't good in my mental health. And great live stream. Thank you, Scott. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Everyone indeed has a story to tell. Exactly. And that's why I always say, in ICEE, everyone has a story to tell. Ew, everyday part of life. No way. Ayan, thanks all in the chat. And admin, run away. Thanks, Sparkles and Sergi and Bass and Bruce. And of course, to my co-panel today as well. Earlier to Bruce, to Roanne. Yes, thank you. Sometimes I'm so forgetful, guys, but thank you for that. I do appreciate that. Deep dive. Ciao. She's prepping her IG for you. Don't forget to DM her. Oh la la. Ayan. Thank you guys from Pinoy G. Guys, please do check him out. I love a good love story. JJ, make us proud. Ayan, no pressure. And cursing people, I see. That's witchcraft. Bye, season chat. Thank you, Brett, as well. Of course, always supporting ICEE. I do appreciate that. You know that. I've done a lot of learnings from teachers in chat and panel. Great live stream. Interesting again. Thanks, IC and panel and everyone in the chat. Felipe G, thank you. Note IC, yes, sa. And Mystery Machine, what happened to you? Where you at, bro? Oh, Mystery Machine, I like that name. And thanks, Poots, Captain, salute, CBJ, thank you also. Everyone, this is why I don't like individually kind of like do this because I feel like I'm gonna forget something. Naughty fun with IC sounds fun. Ooh la la! I wonder when can we do that? Sexually peaked streams again. And hell yeah, always DTF. Yes, everyone, DTF with more. And bring it on, diba? And there's always one awesome chat. Yes, guys, thank you. Everyone, I really love my Saturdays. Thank you for making it always happen. And I really hope I do give something. I make you smile. I make you think of something that I'm thinking. So I'm not alone with these deep thoughts. I could be able to infect you guys and tell me what's going on with your minds as well. But yes, that's all I want to do. Have fun, explore things with you, and for all the people that want to explore with Ma. At dahil dyan, guys, and this is it for me. Ay, Defoja! Defoja, how you doing, Defoja? I'm going away na. Ayan, thank you, mega love, shout out to you. Ciao, ciao, guys. At dahil sa channel na ito, kayo ang bida. Bye-bye, guys. Mwah. Love you all. Oyasumi! Otsukare-sama deshita. Ciao, ciao. Ayan. Ay, wala pala tayong Dito na lang, guys. Hold on, guys. Let me do this. Yes. Ayan. Ciao, ciao, guys. And have a nice, wonderful rest of your day. Mwah! Ciao, ciao. Ciao. And also to Smokems as well. Smokems, thank you so much. Next time we should come up every day, every Saturday, guys. Come up and chill with me. Thank you, everyone. What is that? Actually, that's what congratulations! When we're closing any stores, you're gonna hear it everywhere. Wow, congratulations! Also, guys, this is not an updated version. So, for all the super chats last week and today, thank you, everyone. I do really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Very. Otsukare-sama deshita. Arigatou gozaimashita. Ciao, ciao. Minasan, mata ne. Bye-bye.